And now we'll bring up the next speaker and company. Amos Kimani from TausiApp, please welcome onto the stage. Thank you, big round of applause.
So my name is Amos Kimani. I was a gospel artist for 5 years, between 2013 all the way to 2018. I made amazing music. When I say Bila Yesu, you guys say We Kuisha. Bila Yesu? Bila Yesu? That means without Jesus, you're done, because I was a gospel artist. So I used to spend a lot of money on beauty services. There's something about you getting a fresh haircut before you go on camera. I used to live for that. And I had a team of like 30 dancers, so I would spend like $300 on their makeup. But it was always hard finding a makeup artist to agree to come on set, groom me on set. They would start saying, musicians don't pay us. It's going to be a product placement. We'll write their name down there. Others would say they want money for transportation. In Nairobi, we don't send money to somebody if we don't know them. But every time I ordered an Uber, the guy would pick me from the location, drop me in the house. We wouldn't even have to have a conversation. So I kept asking myself, how comes beauticians are more, like in beauty colleges, in salons, but drivers are less, and drivers feel more safer than the beauticians, because there's a system for them. So I quit music and I linked up with Mr. Watoe here, who had just left Nice and Lovely. They had a clean exit of like $10 million sold to L'Oreal. I pitched to him and he agreed to be part of our team. So this is how we started Tausi. Tausi means peacock, for the guys who don't know what it means. So you can already see where we're going with this. So Tausi is a beauty tech platform that leverages on AI to connect quality beauticians to clients. This means that we are building something that's willing to drive a change in habits. Who told you you have to just get beauty services in the salon? This is not just a product for the rich guys. Africa is growing. It's a gig economy that's actually growing. A lot of numbers of people have mobile phones, and Tausi is actually we have the right time to be in the market right now. So we have managed to have an amazing traction. We have over 20,000 clients, and we've been doing this for 2 years. So it means what we are building, people want to see it. We have over 6,000 beauticians on our platform. This means we are creating jobs for 6,000 beauticians in the community. We have over 100 beauty partners, and they help us with the verification process and everything else. And we've done over 13,000 transactions in-app. So we were part of the Startup World Cup last year, which means we've done some strides. I have won Founder of the Year in 2022 as well. So we couldn't be doing this by ourselves. We have some amazing relationships. We have a partnership with Maybelline. They provide beauty products to our beauticians at 30% off. It means beauticians find it easy to be on our product. Payland helps offer loans to our beauticians so that they can purchase the kits and other packs. Linton's Beauty College helps us with the verification process, among other beauty colleges. Bolt moves our beauticians from point A to point B cashlessly, and then they can pay at the end of the month at 30% off as well. Even when they are going on dates, it's even easier for them. So these are some of the beauty colleges that we have a partnership with. So if a beautician is onboarded in a different county, we check the college that is closest to them. If they are taught from the University of YouTube, we help them get a certificate, and then they are onboarded on the platform. It's easier for them to work, and it's safer for you as a client to feel like you understand. Otherwise, right now, you just leave the job to the saloonist guy to do all the hiring for you. So you might be asking about what problem we are solving. Number one is exploitation of clients. I personally felt exploited when beauticians kept asking me for money and I haven't even seen them. So with TausiApp, you get to see who they are. Beautician verification helps you understand who's coming to your house or who's coming to your workplace. And timely connections. You can get a beautician right now on TausiApp within 30 minutes to 30 days, and you can even get to change the location if you decide to get the service elsewhere. So the solution is, So the solution is just a beauty tech platform that allows you to see everything. And the features are, you get to see the beautician, you get to see their profile, you get to book on a calendar. And now we are adding an AI feature that allows you to post your photo. It's going to tell you why your lips are dry, which products you can use, which companies we have a partnership with, so you can purchase the coupon easily. So you guys, you want to try Tausi because I've seen some dry lips here today. And this is how the product feature looks like. So the market opportunity is quite huge. Africa is a 1.5, it's a 15, sorry for the error, it's a 15 billion industry, and we are targeting the urban career-aged women. And this is quite interesting because now if you look at the competitors, it's actual salons, all traditional salons. They don't have the actual data. We have the data. We know how many times you've shaved. They don't know how many times you've shaved as much as you are loyal to them. They can even give you a discount if you've been there 15 times in a year. We can do that. And if you check out the revenue model, we are a B2B2C model, where B2C is where we just allow random clients to log in on the app. But we've figured out a way with B2B. We are shaving more than 25 high school students in boarding schools inside the school compound, so they don't have to leave the school. We have some partnerships with tours and travel companies, meaning for the guys who are new in Kenya, if you want to go to Mombasa, you can get some massage in your room. You can get your pedicure done in your room by a beautician from TausiApp. We have partnerships with churches. We already know who's getting married in April because the pastors give us the cohorts as well. And we earn like 20% commission on that, every in-app transaction. So our financial model is we have a $3,000 per month burn rate, and we are trying to scale that at least to lower that right down. So we have runway left for 4 months, and our churn rate is 4%. So we are looking to raise between $250K to $1 million. We've already raised 100K. In 2022, our mission is to connect 1 million beauticians across 5 African countries. That is Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, Nigeria as well. But we've managed to be in Tanzania right now. We're in South Africa, the Cape Town region, and we are recently Delaware incorporated. So we are onboarding beauticians in New York right now as we speak, because we've seen some film jobs that are coming on our side, and that's going to be helpful for our beauticians as well. So this is the team. Wadua exited Nice and Lovely. Leonard is our CTO. He's based in Dallas, works for a big tech company. Susie Beauty, I think most Kenyans know Susie Beauty. She built one of the biggest beauty products. We have Irene Kiwia. She was Miss Tanzania a while back, and she runs a women community platform called Tour. And John Kamara is a serial entrepreneur who has invested on our pre-seed round. That is TausiApp for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tausi. Just curious, would you please take us through your scalability plan? How scalable is this solution beyond Kenya? How scalable is this solution beyond Kenya?
So it's actually amazing because we went for the Startup World Cup in South Africa last year. While we got the opportunity to be there for 5 days, we took 1 day out of the hotel that we were in. We did a post on social media asking beauticians to come see us at our hotel. So we ended up onboarding 300 beauticians the same day we were there. So scaling our product outside the country just means we need to do master classes first with either a top celebrity or a top beautician, and onboard beauticians, let them understand the benefits that they get while being on TausiApp. And then now we have to find jobs for them. Go to churches, figure out who's getting married, connect it to them. We don't even have to get a commission just yet because of tax issues, but it's so scalable.
And so the onboarding process, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the cost of onboarding just one vendor or just one beautician?
It's less than $1. Less than $1.
Cool. I just have 2 questions. I think the first one is a market size one. So
Yeah.
can you tell me how you got to the 1.5 billion?
It's actually 15 billion.
Just for Kenya?
No, the whole Africa.
So, no. What is the number for
just
Kenya?
for
Yeah.
Kenya, we are targeting 530 something. For Kenya, urban career-aged women are 4.9 million. The ladies in the rural areas.
Sure.
And those are the ones we are targeting locally.
No, I'm asking how did you get to the 1.5 billion
So
market
we
size?
looked at Kenya has almost 50 million guys. Based on the statistics of 2021, it showed that urban career-aged women are less than 5,000, less than 5 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's their annual spend on this?
So the annual spend, the burn rate we're having right now is almost 3,000 per month.
No, the women's annual spend.
Or they're spending.
Yeah.
They spend like $30 on beauty services twice a week. Twice a week. Even my girlfriend does nails every Thursday. So she's part of our client as well.
Sure. a question on the beauticians you've onboarded.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit about how much they were making or number of clients they were serving before and after you guys. And maybe you can also help me with a flavor of sort of, once they onboard onto your platform, are you increasing their jobs by 20%, 30%? And are you doing that for half of them or 10% of them?
So only like roughly, okay, I won't lie, most of them were doing more jobs before TausiApp.
Okay.
Because we are not as popular. But now we have a cohort of like 1,000 that we call our close friends. Those ones tend to make sure they are like ambassadors. So only 1,000 out of the 6,000 are getting so much jobs compared to the others that are just one of like 2 jobs in a week. But the 1,000 jobs, the 1,000 beauticians, sometimes last year we did 80 weddings and it was done by some of these 1,000. So we are trying to make sure we are moving slowly, like a cohort of 1,000, another cohort of 1,000. They become favorites, you favor them on the jobs. Because you have to remember, there are jobs that are done in-app and there are jobs that are done outside the app. Because if I can pitch to you, you didn't come to our app. So that means now I have to select the beautician manually to give them the job.
Oof, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
So good pitch, thanks for that. A couple of questions. One, how do you keep the beauticians on your app? So what I'm asking is, if someone comes, does a job, and the client likes them, how do you prevent the fact that they will just create a direct relationship with them rather than coming back to your app? So why should I keep coming back to your app as opposed to just working with the beautician directly?
So that's a problem we had in year 1, but we figured it out because Mr. Watua here had a few experiences. So we figured out we are getting so much product from guys like Maybelline. Right now, Nice and Lovely is testing a new product using TausiApp. Because we have a cohort of 6,000 beauticians, they give us free product to just test. We also got some advantages with Bolt. So we have some runway from Bolt where we just move around and not pay. Now, these are things that we pass on to the beauticians. So we give them incentives and targets. So you're supposed to get like 20 jobs in a week. So the beauticians that meet 20 jobs in a week, they get free makeups, they get free packages. Others are even moving a larger milestones with Bolt for free. So those advantages help them stay loyal to TausiApp. So the next time you're calling a beautician asking them, hi, I booked you on the app, but I have your number, just come to my house. Probably there are only 1 job left for them to get a free makeup kit. If we raise money, we can do more for them to help them grow. But they find it weird to just come to your house and miss out on the free packs that we're giving them.
Cool. And then could you speak a little bit more to the revenue model? I know you're still working through it, but how do you see yourself making revenue? Or like what are the different aspects of the revenue model?
So we want to be everything beauty. So we want to have a marketplace. We want to have our own products that allows beauticians to just stay in-house. Purchase product from TausiApp, sell it and get a commission. Any client can go to www.co.ke TausiApp or any other country, buy products and book the beautician. So we earn 20% commissions on everything all round. Yeah.
Maybe one last question around the onboarding. I think there was a question around that.
Yeah.
But how automated is it versus how manual is it? We're just trying to get a sense of just how much work do you have to do to onboard a beautician, verify them, make sure the quality is good and everything else that goes into that. Have you managed to automate that or are you still having to do that manually?
So the app does that. I think, I wish I could show it to you. If you download it and log in as a beautician, there's a whole lot of KYCs, including your ID that you have to upload so that we know it's exactly you. And then there's a place where you're supposed to upload your certificate. So the ones that don't upload certificate, they go to a different segment, whereby now our team talks to them, finds out how good they are, and which college is closest to them so that they can go and get verified, where they pay such a very small fee to just get a certificate because they're already good. If you are good and you can go all the way, we let you on board. But I as a CEO, send a message personally, sometimes it's a video, to those beauticians, giving them incentives, asking them to come to our office to help create content, because we understand not everyone has a good phone and a quality phone. So most of them come to create content in our office, and then we give them the photos, they go showcase them to their clients. Yeah.
Awesome, good to see you again. I think we had a call from Paystack with you a few weeks ago. I have just 2 questions. The first one, you mentioned the figure of 4% churn.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if you actually double-clicked into that number to understand why people actually churn off your platform. So like, why do people actually leave your platform after they've actually onboarded to use the service?
So it's usually laughable. I hope you don't find it funny, because the 4%, it's because of quality control. Not in the sense of makeup or shaving quality. It's the customer care service, quality control. You might get services from beautician A today, feel some type of way, that was nice. But if you get it from beautician B, it tends to be very different, because everyone is different in a personality. So we've had people saying, I loved that beautician's job, but she talks too much. I loved that beautician's work. She does nice makeup, but you need to ask her to shower a little bit extra because her armpits were all around my face, you know. So that's what we're trying to understand with the beauticians. So we allow them to come to our offices, at least a cohort of 300 per month, teach them about customer service. Because sometimes, even as much as you've given them a bolt deal to move around, some still don't use it. So you end up getting to somebody and you're tired, so you're going to perform poorly. So customers tend to avoid a beautician that either talks too much or does quality service. And I think it's a problem with the service industry. Because even I've done a bolt ride, the ride was good, but the driver was smelling alcohol. So you kind of tend to not want to go back to the same app for that.
All right.
Yeah.
And then my next question around the business model. So right now you're more of a service marketplace. How do you see that evolving? Are there other like lines of business, say products? We start selling products in the marketplace to the beauticians themselves, distributing for brands and all. Like how do you see this evolving to start going away from not going away, but like
Margin.
adding more to the 20% that you already collect today and just building more into the business? Yeah.
Yeah, so we've already started moving to the product side. We even have a website in 3 countries. If you go to www.tausiapp.co.ke, you're going to see the marketplace itself. So we've started building, understanding our clients. Mr. Odua was making a joke of we should collect hair from our clients and figure out what they actually like. So we are going to start doing products that are actually specified to these 20,000 clients that we already have, so that we can understand exactly what they want. Now we have data to know when schools are being opened, there are certain gated communities, like in Atriva, where we get so many clients for small kids going back to school. So now we don't even have to do a lot of marketing. It's just going back to the same clients that we've been having. As much as the number is less, 20,000 is very small, we are trying to understand them as much as possible, so that when we scale to the next step, we are serving people that we know better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. A big round of applause again. And I just wanted to know...